What up? It's 92.9 WDUP, London's home of timeless hip hop and R&B. It's your boy Mike Mitch Ill, and we got my good friend Erika Martine, you know what I mean, weather co-op, meteorologist. She was on Channel 8 in CT, you know what I'm saying? So, very familiar face. Erika, how are you?
I'm well, thank you. And I'm from Connecticut.
Yeah,
Hello.
absolutely. Yo, let the people know what part of CT you from.
I'm from Hartford.
Hard,
I'm
deep.
from Hartford, yes.
Uh,
That's where I'm from. That's where I spent the holidays. And it's funny because I came down to see you for that, like during the holidays and first
mhm,
met you and kind of chit-chatted.
Yep.
And I brought my mom down. And like
Yeah.
everybody knows my mom, Lydia, in Connecticut, pretty
Hi,
much.
Lydia.
She'll
Not
be
your
so
sweetheart.
pumped.
Yeah. That was great to be here for real. So, I mean, the elephant in the building, you know what I'm saying? Let's talk about the wildfires in LA. You're in LA right now. Are you okay? And talk about what's going on out there.
Thank you so much. That was the craziest thing I've ever experienced. So, short answer, yes, my family and I are okay. Thank you so much for asking. My dog, but the thing is, my dog now has asthma.
Really?
I kid you not. So this was the crazy thing. So I was supposed to come back sooner, right? And but then I was just like, I'm gonna spend a little bit more time with my family, and I ended up taking the flight Monday night before the fires broke out. So I landed like with my husband and my dog at about 11 p.m. Get home, woke up, early, and I was like, I got to get to the studio and just start doing some more weather updates. I took a different. The crazy thing is, Mike, I took a different route. I normally go straight down Pico to the water, make a left at Main Street. We're located in downtown Santa Monica. That day, I had forgotten that I had this dress tailored like 3 months ago, and I was like, "Oh my God, I forgot it there, and I need that dress." So I went to Venice, and when I got to Venice, I hopped on the 10 West, and I hop on the 10 West, and all of a sudden, it's like 11:15, and I was like, "Is that a fire?" I saw the fire starting. It was just starting. And so I call my CTO, who, I'm trying to tell him, like, what do I do? Because I'm on the highway or freeway, they call it here. Highway, I got to get off, but I need this shot because it's like the perfect shot, right? Not to be salacious, but it had just started. So it was like 11:15. I couldn't get off because it's a 10 West. I mean, the highways around here. It's not like I'm not going to stop anywhere. So I pulled off, and unfortunately, I ended up like lower than the where I needed to be. So I went into this private parking lot, and the security guard was really nice. He was like, I was like, "There's a fire. I gotta get this video." So I took this video, the initial videos, and it's all this smoke. I mean, the thing, it just happened so fast, Mike. The winds were perfect, right? The wind profile was perfect. The Santa Anas were strong. It's very dry. There's
Yeah,
a
please.
lot
That
of
was one of my
fuel.
questions. Like the Santa Ana, explain that. Like that was one of my questions in my lineup right here. Like the
Oh my
Santa
gosh,
Ana,
I
let's talk
have
about
the
that.
best
Yeah,
explainer, and I want to make here. Let me see if I can get this for you. I think this would be. I don't know if I don't think I can share anything, but if I could, it'd be kind of fun.
I think you could with
Hold on.
Zoom. So yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like yo, for our listeners out here, we do a lot of our interviews remotely via Zoom, which we post on our social medias 929 WDP on IG, YouTube, Twitter, etc. You know what I'm saying. But yeah,
I know.
mm,
I'm excited about that because I
yeah.
think it's like to me one of the best stations. They have the best music.
You already
So
know.
I really love it. So with the idea of the Santa Anas, the big story there is that the wind comes it's a northeasterly wind, right?
Mhm.
So the way the mountains are set up here, the mountain chain, it allows the air to come down and squeeze together. So because it's an east-west chain, or west to east, it allows the winds when they come as they come down to come at more compressed. Um, it becomes compressed. So the air with the wind as it comes down, it compresses. So it actually becomes hotter, it becomes drier, and it becomes a lot more volatile as it moves through. So the Santa Ana winds happen every year. They happen all the time. They happen quite often. They're happening more often than ever, but in that particular case, because it had been so dry and we had all of this regrowth and we had enough fuel for it, the Santa Anas, we were clocking like 70, 80, 90 mile per hour winds.
That's crazy.
They were just like, and then once they go down, they go downhill, so downslope, they get a lot more hot and a
Mhm.
lot more volatile. So all that together, it just allowed for the perfect situation.
Perfect storm.
It was unreal.
Yeah,
It
I,
really
I
was.
I seen the
And
footage. It's just like it looked like hellacious. It looked crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like
it it
yeah.
was. And so I went up with my one of my photographers. went up to like Montana Avenue. They started to close everything off. Now here's the deal where I get a little bit more, I'm a little more sensitive, I think, than most. I'm not an investigative reporter, nor am I a reporter. I'm a
Mhm.
meteorologist. If they throw me out into the field, of course I'll cover a tornado and anything. But in that situation, I didn't go straight to the fires because I just think the more people around, the worse.
Yeah.
So what I did was I tried to take as many images from far away, and a lot of people were helping us because, at Weather Co-op we have a program called Weather Watcher,
Hmm.
and people can submit our Weather Watcher. Make sure you follow us at Weather Co-op.
Yeah, do that.
So you can join the Weather Watcher program, and we have like rewards, and we have this really great program where people can like get paid and stuff like that. So people were sending us images, but I really didn't go to. I mean, I was close. I mean, I was really close. I was at
That was
Montana,
another
so
one of my questions. You answered my question before I even asked him. Like, I want to know because, like, you're a storm chaser. You know what I'm saying? We discussed that on our last interview. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're there, and I was going to ask, like, how close did you actually get to, the actual fire?
I was. So the Pacific Palisades, like, so if you're going down the PCH, which because you visit, your dad's from
Mhm.
here. So
Yeah.
and if you go into Malibu, the fire jumped, it went over the highway, burned a lot of the houses on the other side. So when you come, I don't even know that when you come that you're going to be able to go down the PCH. It's closed. It's like officially closed.
Man.
The Pacific Coast Highway is closed.
Wow.
It's nothing is there. So basically, I was at the bottom, at the base, right? So I didn't want to go up. So if you go to Montana Avenue over by Ocean, you can get pretty close. And I just didn't want to go any further. I could have. I have a press pass, but I
Mhm.
just felt like it's a little. It's just not appropriate for me personally. Again, I'm not a reporter. I do weather and I update here. Of course, I keep everybody updated, but
Yeah.
um, it was close and the air quality was terrible and everybody was coughing.
I mean, you mentioned your dog caught asthma. How did you actually like catch it? You know what I'm saying? Like, did you
Had
actually
it,
take it to a vet?
yeah. So the wildest thing is, I rescued Chloe. My husband and I rescued Chloe in Philadelphia from a fire.
Oh wow.
She was in a fire, so she kind of had a little bit of asthma, but this air quality situation made it worse. She was like, she kind of had these little attacks, like, and they were longer and more often. It was pretty nuts. I'm a really healthy person, and I don't, and nothing ever bothers me. I was like, oh my gosh, I was like, like Sanford and Son, Elizabeth.
No. Yeah.
Elizabeth. I was like, is this it for me?
Yeah.
Is this it? Am I done? And I was like, oh my God. And it was bad. And I had my mask on. Didn't put it on as much as I probably should have
Mhm.
because I was mainly inside, but the air was coming inside. It
Yep.
was bad, Mike. It was so bad. And the worst thing is I feel so horrible, of course, for the people, but for the wildlife, for the animals.
Yeah, we don't think about that enough. And I've seen your story. You was going in on people. He was like, yo, keep your animals outdoors. Like,
Oh my
maybe you should
gosh,
swap.
Mike.
You know, say
Mike,
like,
I can tell you
yeah,
that's probably the only reason I'd ever go to jail. If I'm driving by and I see a dog tied up to a post,
yeah,
that is probably when I'm like, can I collect call from Erica? Like, because seriously,
yeah.
I feel like that is such an abusive thing.
Mhm.
They were finding dogs tied up to posts, and now with the colder air, that was my big thing, as you saw. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not like a crazy animal person, but I'm
Right.
pretty off my
Not
rocker.
not sad because I seen images of like animals, wildlife actually like retreating from the fire. Like that kind of like touched my heart. It's like them commercials where it's like the arms of an angel, like make you sad. Like
He's
I
trying to
was
get a
like,
record deal, people.
oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, yeah, not a
It
sad
was
sight to
bad.
see, with what I mean, the wildlife being affected as well, I mean, other than, people losing their homes and stuff like that.
Oh, and
What
one more thing. We ended
Mhm.
up going to church on Sunday. So our friend is a member at the Saint Monica Church in Santa Monica,
Mhm.
and we ended up going there to support. And it was so sad. They had the whole congregation get up, and the priest said, actually the archbishop was there, or the bishop, I can't remember, official title. But he said, everybody sit down, and only the people who have been impacted, lost homes, stay standing. And people were crying.
Man, awful.
It's so sad. I mean, those people don't have houses. And I know I got a call or a text message from somebody asking, like, are there, any apartments or houses wherever you are? We're on the west side.
Mhm.
And so it's tough. There's like not enough houses now.
Man. How can people help in any way?
Um, at this point, to be quite honest, they've done such a great job. I think just being aware. So, Connecticut had its own issues with wildfires and fires, and I do believe a firefighter died over the summer. Am I right, Jay?
Hold on, did I hear that right? You said Connecticut
Yeah, Connecticut had a big
and a
problem over the
wildfire?
summer.
I ain't make the news. I ain't hear that one. That's
They
crazy.
did. It did it? Oh my
I
God.
ain't
Yeah.
hear. I
Oh
know we
my
have
God.
wildfires in Connecticut.
You guys, Mike is busting all the news stations in Connecticut. I don't blame him. Tune into Weather Co-op.
There
But
you
yeah,
go.
but yeah, no, there was like there was this a couple of several weeks actually where there was a lot of red flag warnings and fire, and actually a firefighter passed away.
Wow.
He perished. And
Sorry to hear
so
that. That's awful.
so
Yeah.
the way you can help is when you see those situations, call. If you see a fire, even if you think it's nothing, just call. If you see smoke, where there's smoke, usually there's fire. Call, especially in the summer, especially if you think it's dry and windy. You just got to think ahead because it could get out of hand very quickly, as we see here. In this case, with what happened in Southern California. So I would just say understand what happened here and try to help.
Yeah. Talk about the current conditions out there right now.
Ooh,
Can we breathe? I'm about to be out there in 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Am I gonna be able to breathe? I gotta go out there with a mask, the
I thought we were
respirator.
talking about the cold. I was like, oh my God. No,
Oh,
you're
we're gonna
gonna
get
be
to that. We're gonna
fine.
get to that. Yeah.
Do we have another red flag warning here in Southern California? So we still have more. We're not in the clear. Okay. Is it a lot better? It's better. I believe it's a 43% contained as far as the Palisades fire, 49%, and the
Okay.
Eaton fire is 73% contained. I mean, there's still a long way to go, but and with that red flag warning, it's alarming. We're keeping an eye out. But because there's so many authority figures and rescue management teams there,
Yeah.
I guess if something happened, they could move on it quicker. Um, but yeah, you're as far as air quality goes. Look, where is the air quality good in this world? Nowhere. You have
Great
to go
point.
to Mars, or where is it that Elon's going? Yeah, go to Mars or something.
I don't know if that's a good idea to go to
Not
Mars.
even a good air. Yeah, it's not even good air quality.
Yeah. So how about normally during my interviews I kind of take a conspiracy theorist pivot. You know
Oh
what I'm saying?
man.
I'm a weirdo. Please forgive me.
No,
You know
no,
what
it's
I
okay.
mean? Cue the X Files music. You know what I'm saying? But now I
X
just
Files.
talk about like this video people like being arsonists and actually adding on to it, like setting fires out there and cloud seeding. There's certain people. I'm not gonna mention no names or no whatever that like that's in Congress or in government, but they say it's cloud seeding and they can control the weather, HARP, and all that. Start with the arsonist and talk about is like cloud seeding is it really a thing?
Okay, so
Yeah.
yes, cloud seeding, that's possible. Sure,
Okay.
it is possible, but it's pretty easy. It's actually like you can create your own weather. Like if you're in the shower, you know
Mhm.
how you can create your own moisture, your preset because of the ingredients you have in the bathroom. But I mean, if you took it, yeah, if you have like a capacity to do that, yes, you can do that.
Mhm.
Um, as far as that goes, I think anything's possible, everything's possible.
Mhm.
Was this the case? I can't say it was. I do believe there was a situation with the perfect setup for the winds. That was the big thing. Now, was there arson? Here's another thing. So, we are really aware here at Weather Co op. We're mindful of not injecting our opinions. Now, what I can say is that it very well could have been sparked by the fire, right? And enough fuel. As far as conspiracies go, I can't say that because I just don't know. And also, even if you like somebody here commented on somebody's post, like, well, we've got to look at the official records and the wind, and somebody was like, so you're saying it's not arson? We're like, yeah, because we don't know.
Right.
I don't know. I can't say. So I would want to say more, but I can't.
Okay.
I know I'm boring. Wah, wah.
Now you good, you good. Nah, that. Yeah, we over here with Erica Martin, saying weather cold wow. Talk about the Arctic blast we about to actually see on the East Coast. All right, let's move it back over here to CT. You know what I mean? We about to see some cold weather patterns and everything like that. We're
This
gonna
needs
post.
some music. Dun, dun, dun. Do we have
Wait,
music?
I think I got some. Oh, there, all that, all that. That's my conspiracy music right there.
Yeah.
We got something like that'll do. It's just like,
We need conspiracy music for this one, maybe.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. I think it's a conspiracy. It was conspiracy for like the Kansas Chiefs. I'm like, I don't know. Really, the Houston Texans? How convenient. It was so cold. I'm just gonna say that's as a Patriots fan. I'm gonna say that.
Hey, I don't got. Like, I'm a Giant fan. We've been cooked since like week 3, so I've kind of checked out of football a little bit. So it's all
I
good.
know. I was
Yeah,
just like, we're driving, and we're like, oh, let's listen to it now.
yeah,
But so here's the deal. This is, as I told you earlier, I sent you a 7 day forecast, which I think is super fun because a lot of your listeners are going to want to know, especially for the winter.
yeah.
I mean, it's so funny because I was splitting hairs here, and I'll tell you what I was splitting hairs about. So I have Sunday. So this Arctic air mass is already settling into place. We're seeing temperatures below zero. We're seeing wind chill values below zero, Mike.
Mhm.
But the 7 day forecast for New London, starts off in the 40s, and we dip into a high in the teens by Tuesday and Wednesday, and then single digits for a couple of days there for the overnight lows. It's cold. So, and that's the actual temperature. We're not even talking about the wind chill.
Can you explain that? Because we see that. We'll see the temperature. It's like the temperature is this, but it really feels like -20. You know what I'm saying? Like, can I explain that a little
Yes.
bit? Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So this is great, and I actually have another graphic for you. I'm going to send you a
Mhm.
few things. You guys, I just love these graphics. I think they're really fun because they just
Yeah.
kind of give you more of a depiction. So I'll definitely send that to you.
Mhm.
So here's a simple form, and you'll see this in the graphic. Our bodies lose heat through convection. There's no wind. However, with little to no wind, a layer of that heat remains to help us stay warmer at 20 degrees. It feels like 20 degrees, but once the winds kick up, let's take for instance a 20-mile-per-hour wind, which is what this graphic for WDUP is going to have. It's going to feel a lot colder because it actually makes you shake a little bit. You lose heat, and conditions feel a lot colder. So if a temperature is at 20 degrees outside and the wind is at 20 miles per hour, it's going to feel like 4 degrees.
He's, hey, Erica taking y'all to school right now. I'm listening.
Well, but there's a picture that goes along with it. Don't worry,
Yeah.
don't worry.
Yep.
I'm
Make
all
sure
about
we.
pictures.
Yeah, we're posting that on our social media, so you will see that for
It's,
sure. Yeah.
Mike, it's so crazy. So, yeah, we're going to look at the winds anywhere between 10, 20 miles per hour, 30 miles per hour. So, if it's 8 degrees, 9 degrees, and it's 10, 20, 30 miles per hour, it's definitely going to feel like it's below zero in New London.
Mhm.
Come Tuesday, actually Monday, probably Monday night. Yeah, Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night. And
Yeah.
it looks like I actually switched it around. I was debating all day. Because I was, supposed to meet with you yesterday and the day before,
Yep.
which thank you so much for being so cool.
All
We
good.
actually updated our logo, a lot of stuff happening at Weather Co-op. But I was splitting hairs earlier. I was like, I need another model run, Mike. I need one more model run. So just hang tight and I'll get your forecast. Because
Yep.
I was debating, do I make Tuesday warmer or Wednesday warmer? And then I just changed it. I made the daily high on Tuesday a little bit colder, but the overnight low, I made it colder on Wednesday.
Mm. Yeah, and this
So
is from.
people had it reversed, and I was like, whoa. And I waited I was like, because I really couldn't decide. I was like, is it going to be Tuesday or Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday night are going to be freezing? Just FYI for you and
Yeah,
everybody.
bundle up for real. Layer up, and like this is the most trusted source right here, Erica Martina, Weather
Thank you.
Co-op, because we got some bad intel. That's how me and Erica actually got in contact. Because like when we tried to throw a 10-year anniversary party, man, it wasn't supposed to rain. I was checking for a whole month, a road cloud came out of nowhere and rained on our parade. You know what I'm saying? So, like,
A
Erica.
rogue cloud, and I get this message from some guy, Mike, and I was like, "What happened?" He's like, I was like, "Oh my gosh, he's from Connecticut.
Yeah,
I gotta take care of him."
yeah,
And so, I was very honored, and then since then, I've just been like, "Hey, I'm working on some other stuff. Like, I just like." You just have such a great attitude. You're so positive, and I just like working with positive people. So it's
nah,
just been so fun getting to know you, and you got to meet our CTO, who's
yep,
just loving what you're doing there. He loved your studio setup. So
Luke J, yep.
yeah,
Mhm.
I'll tell you, Mike, it's gonna be cold, and I believe I've got you covered with your accurate forecast.
Oh yeah, nah, I seen it. It looked like it's on track for real. You know what I'm saying? I'm just hoping Sundays kind of, be a little warmer. Yeah, it's supposed to be
Get
in the
your food
40s, but
tonight, tomorrow. Get your food tomorrow.
yeah,
stay home, or like figure it out. Like maybe you
It
just
sounds like you
stay.
talk about getting canned food. Like get your canned food. Like
Look, I've been in Southern California for quite a while, right? So now I'm like, oh my God, it's so cold.
yeah, it's like
And you
what
guys are
60
getting some,
degrees.
you
Yeah.
guys are getting a little bit of rain, a little bit of a mix.
Hmm.
And a lot of times with when that happens, I get concerned, Mike, because I just don't like the idea of the freezing roads.
Yeah.
Like, freezing
The
rain,
black
roads that are
ice.
slick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a scary part of that for real. So yo, we we had you on air, what I mean, just recently, but for our listeners who may not have caught it, talk about weather co-op a little bit in depth.
Thank you. Yeah. So Weather Co-op is what our tagline is, where weather meets community. It is a um, multi-digital platform. So, we go over the top. And what's nice about us is that we can provide accurate 24-hour, 7 days a week information. And we can update it all the time because we can go over the top. We don't have to deal with FCC. Whenever you're dealing with legacy media, which is dying anyhow, and I'd gotten that feeling back in 2015. I don't like the business of news, never have, don't like it, have signed way too many NDAs. That's for another day.
Oh man. I
I
want to
have signed
say like
way.
expand on that, but no,
Mm,
all right, that's for another day, no doubt. All
mm. Yeah, I've signed way too many NDAs, and I've been dying to get out the business, and I finally did. And I couple of things is like you end up owning your name. So when you sign those contracts, you don't own your name or likeness.
right.
So finally, in 2022, I did, and I was excited about that. And then I was able to launch my own company because I'd been working on it for quite a while. So Weather Co-op is a weather community platform. We have a program called Weather Watcher. As I told you, you can join us. You can get verified. We can like provide different reward systems for you, and we cover weather all the time. We cover um, lifestyle too, like air quality. This one was a little tough because I didn't excuse me, want anybody outside in this case. So we usually have a health and wellness girl who goes out, but this time I didn't want that.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm being impacted by the air quality.
I know it sounds like hopefully that's not the case, but yeah. But
Yeah, so basically, like, for us it's great because we have the app coming out. We started working on the app a while ago, and then because of some of the technology stuff that I've been telling you about
mhm.
is evolving so quickly, I decided to just wait a minute with the team. And then as much as I am dying to get it out, if I did, I'd be kind of shooting myself in the foot because I know that I could wait a little bit longer and have it be like something next level.
Yeah.
So but the platform's there. We're at www.weathercoop.com. So it's fun.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
everybody has fun here. Like, this is all about having a good time and being accurate. We have a lot of proprietary information and
Mhm.
data and equations, which allows us to be a lot more accurate than many.
Yeah.
I'm a very competitive person.
Now, I see it. Like you passionate about this weather stuff for real. Like, I already know. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Like that's everybody. Like you living your dream right now. Cause like I think like everybody's dream is like to actually like make a living off what they love. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And clearly you doing that. So you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So
And
we
like
can.
you, you're doing it too. And it doesn't feel like work. And I can work 40, 48 hours, and I have to be mindful not to drive, but I can work 40 hours straight
Yeah.
and I not feel a thing because I just love what I do.
Mhm.
And I love that I get to help people.
Yeah.
It just feels good helping people, like knowing, like when you were telling me about your event, and I was like, oh, that's messed up. Like, I know what you must have invested and the time and the energy. And I was like, that's not cool.
So yeah.
So,
So yeah. The reason why cause we was like planning on doing a redo. So I was like, damn, I can't touch my iPhone app or the weather channel. I was like, I hollered at
no,
somebody. I
you
was scrolling. I
can't.
saw you. I was like, yo, we thinking about doing a redo, And then, you actually predicted it, what I mean, on point. And we chose not to do it, but, you was able to give us like accurate info, which was a big help. So I don't know if we
Oh,
do
wait,
this
hang
again
on. I'm
next
getting
year.
an update. I might have to
Okay.
dip
What
those
we got?
temperatures, huh? Yeah. Yeah. New numbers. Yeah. Yeah. Your snowfall totals have gone up.
Jesus.
I'm gonna have to update your graphic again. It's
I
safe to
I won't
post
post it.
now. I'm very happy with it. What do I have? I
Okay.
have a couple of things quickly. I also want to quickly just give you the inauguration forecast, and I'll send that to you as well. But I have a wintry mix, rain, ice advisory. I have blustery, colder, icy spots, and then it's very cold, very cold, very cold. You're gonna see the word cold a lot in this forecast. But am I gonna include snow totals? It'll have to be a completely different map because I think at this point people are gonna be reading all day. They're gonna be like, and what else is gonna happen? My God, it's like reading a novel right now. This is like, there's so much happening in the next couple days. That's why I was like, Mike, I gotta get you the 7-day right
Yeah.
now. It's so good right now. The warmest day, well, it starts to warm up by next Friday,
Mhm.
and Saturday is when you hit the 30s again.
Okay. That's crazy that we like looking into like, oh yeah, 30s, let's go. You know, like looking forward
You're
to
like,
it.
above the freezing mark.
Yeah, yeah. But the freezing mark, if I'm not mistaken, is 32, right?
What is it?
32 degrees is like the freezing.
That's the freezing mark, right? And
Yeah.
yeah, you're not gonna hit that till Friday.
Okay. So yeah, man, bundle up, man. Y'all out here listening in London for real. It's crazy.
Mike is gonna be like, help me.
Hey, this all right, selfish questions. What area
Yeah.
should I avoid when I go out to LA in 2 weeks? Like altogether,
Oh, for the
aside from the
because of the air.
Palisades. What
Wait,
like
where are the Grammys?
it's at the Crypto Center where the Lakers play
Okay,
at.
downtown.
Yeah,
So
downtown.
what's
Yep.
good is that you said, well, I'm not gonna say publicly where you said you were gonna stay,
Yeah.
but you should be fine because that area, I mean, pretty much you should be fine at crypto. Yeah, you should be fine. You'll be fine. You'll be absolutely fine. That's
Okay.
why I had you call Reggie, and
Yeah.
he's like, it's gonna be
Salute Reggie.
fine.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. He said it's gonna be fine. You guys are gonna be fine. It just depends, and we can always talk more after, but where you're
Mhm.
gonna stay or whatever. But definitely, where we live in the Beverly Hills area. There's possibly some, I don't know if there are rentals there, but that's safe. Century City, Culver City is safe as well.
Mhm.
Culver City is a good spot. And I believe from there you just hop right on the freeway.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
you
I'm not
just
driving
don't
at
want to
all.
come
So
over here. You don't want to come to like, north of Santa Monica, really. You don't.
okay.
PCH is closed. There's nothing there.
Mm. Just like still me just kind of learn like the layout of Cali and stuff like that. Like Santa Monica, is Venice kind of close to Santa Monica? Like it's kind of it kind of like the neighbors pretty much, you know.
It's like it'll be like a town down, like town south of us.
Okay.
So literally, if I just go outside and I walk down a few blocks, I'll hit Venice.
Mm.
So it's not really far. It's I think anybody and everybody around here is feeling the air quality, but again, that goes without saying.
Mm.
And it's generally safer now, I feel like, so I think it's fine, but definitely I'll keep an eye out for the air quality. We are, of course, like I said, we're tracking that red flag warning still in this area, but
Mhm.
you'll be fine, especially because it's the crypto arena.
Yeah. Yeah, I just want to stay away from them fire tornadoes. I seen that, like the
Oh
inferno.
yeah. Yeah, those,
Yeah.
because it was perfect, right? It was just all the perfect setup for
Mhm.
everything to happen. It's really heartbreaking. It's really sad. I don't know how they're gonna do it.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're gonna do because, sorry, my earpiece is bothering. I don't know what they're gonna do because honestly, there's just nothing there.
Yeah.
Like literally, Mike, there's nothing there. It's like, look at your barbecue, take it out, the stuff that's on the bottom, that's what it looks like.
Jeez.
That's what it looks like. It legit looks like that. It's so sad right now. I don't even know what these people are going to do. And I think that's the problem, is they don't know what they're going to do. Are they going to go back? Are they going to allow them? When? What are the permits looking like? A lot of people didn't have insurance.
Yeah.
I have my own thoughts on that too. It's like, why, whatever.
Hey,
So
we do this here, Erica. I don't know if you want to actually, tell it like it is, but like you rather keep it
no.
close to the vest. It's all good.
I do weather. Opinions off camera.
I bet. so, so, Erica, anything else you want to say to the people real quick before we wrap this up? And again, speak on Weather Cold Wild. This is Erica Martin, CT. Y'all saw on the TV. Channel 8 News over here, saying it's
Back
been a
in the
pleasure having
day.
Erica
Oh
on
my God,
here. So
it's been
yeah,
forever, right?
yeah.
Well, I want to just tell people to just please
Mm,
be aware of the Arctic blast, okay? So for loved ones, people who are in different cities, please just keep an eye out for them. New England in general. So if you have family members anywhere, keep an eye out for them. It's going to get very, very cold, dangerously cold. They're probably going to have heating stations. They're going to
mm,
have to. Be aware, have some kind of plan A, B, C through Z in case your electricity goes out or you don't have heat. It's, a lot of times what people don't think about are the other things that could happen, like the frozen pipes, this little earpiece is just getting on my nerves right now. It's the frozen pipes, and let's see, maybe it's this one. Yeah,
Yeah, we
there we
gotta
go.
send you
It's
some
this one.
headphones. Next time you come through, you can
I
take one
know.
of my
I should have
headphones.
gotten headphones. It was, yeah, this setup here is just, there's so many little things, little doodads I have to take apart. It's just too much.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would just say keep an eye out